Formula One fans remember this name, Oscar Piastri. On the back of a championship-winning performance in Europe's Formula Renault series, good judges believe the 18-year-old is bound for motorsport's pinnacle class. But first, he needs to finish high school.
Formula Renault is definitely a stepping stone towards F1. And yeah, there's been some pretty big names that have won in the past.
Ricciardo is waiting for the very, very last moment. He pounces now. This is really a last moment taking position. And Ricciardo's going for it. He's got his wheels on the white line, side by side into the bridge. That's 130 miles an hour. So it's now going to be a drag race to the finish. Now cross to take the line. And it is Ricciardo just from Valtteri Bottas. A fantastic manoeuvre on the very, very last lap of the race from the Australian Daniel Ricciardo.
Dan Ricciardo raced in the series. How did he go?
He actually finished second to Bottas by 1 point. And yeah, it's just a bit of a coincidence that my engineer this year was his engineer in that year where he came second to Bottas. A fair few F1 drivers are on the back of that trophy. Lando Norris, Brendan Hartley, Pierre Gasly. So a really big pleasure to have won that championship this year myself. Yeah, standing here in Albert Park's pretty cool, you know. This could be me in a racing suit and helmet in a few years' time, but, you know, when I'm over there, it's just race by race and making sure I'm focusing on the present and what I've got to do. So, yeah, I never get too ahead of myself, but just focusing on the job I've got at hand.
A sideways Oscar Piastri off the road and back on again will win for the third time this year.
Good judges think you might be the next Aussie to race here in an F1 Grand Prix. How does that sit with you?
Yeah, that's a pretty cool thought, and yeah, pretty glad that I'm on the tongues of a few people.
There's the checkered flag, and it's a victory for Oscar Piastri, the championship leader.
To be Australia's next F1 driver sounds pretty good to me.
Still we rise, guys. Still we rise.
Who was your sporting hero when you were a really young kid?
Sen is a lot of racing drivers' idol. You know, just his mindset and really just his pace that he had was pretty remarkable. And obviously, you know, Ricciardo now is a fellow Aussie and, you know, he's one of the major personalities on the grid.
Had to make some improvements overnight to kind of reassure that confidence. Is that the right word? Is reassure even a word?
I think every Aussie racing driver wants to be like Dan.
And now here comes Piastri, over he goes.
It's a dangerous sport. How do you go with it mentally?
The day you're scared to get in the car is probably the day you probably shouldn't be racing anymore. So, yeah, I just enjoy going fast and getting the maximum out of the car I can and don't really worry about the consequences. You know, I think everybody loves a bit of spotlight on them. I think that's just human nature. So, yeah, a bit of attention is always nice. But yeah, you know, I just want to keep my feet on the ground and still be the same kid from Melbourne that I've always been.
Look at him, just a nice, unaffected kid at this stage. Hasn't got the tude yet, that can come later.
It will,
but
it will.
He's got the talent and looks like he's on track for an F3 drive next year. He's been doing some testing at Team Prema, so one to watch. And I like the lack of attitude at this stage.
He's
just
a
a young
egg.
boy, eh?
And that testing as well, he was there with Jack Doohan, which is Mick Doohan's son, five-time world champ. So there's some fast blood coming through in the young Aussies, which is really exciting to see.
Aussies on the rise.